Well, we can now go live to Jonathan Steele in London, a columnist from the English newspaper there. In fact, yes, hello, welcome to you, Mr. Steele. Now, President Saakashvili has been pushing for arms from the US, claiming that otherwise Russia could invade. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it's a bit extreme. There's no reason why Russia should invade at this stage. I mean, the situation is tense, and unfortunately the observer missions of the United Nations and the OSCE have been asked to pull back by Russia, so that in a way takes away some of the international presence. But the idea that Russia is going to invade Georgia is absurd.
Well, Biden's Eastern European trip to Ukraine and Georgia comes after President Obama's visit to Moscow. So is the White House trying to keep in with everyone in the region?
Yes, I think they're trying to sit on both sides of the fence simultaneously. It was clear that they were putting the whole Georgia-Ukraine issue on the back burner when Obama went to Moscow, and making it clear that the relationship with Russia is too important to allow the tail to wag the dog, as it were, because they need Russian cooperation on Afghanistan, on Iran, on nuclear weapons, nuclear proliferation, etc. But I think now they're trying to somehow soothe the anxieties and concerns of the Georgian government and the Ukrainian government that they're not being abandoned. But the main point, I think, to make is that good US relations with Russia, or put it the other way around, good Russian relations with the US, isn't to the detriment of anything to do with Georgia and Ukraine. You can have both.
So what do you think Biden can say to a Georgian president who's facing, well, massive public discontent at home, and who, from his Wall Street Journal interview at least, seems to have all but given up hope of joining NATO?
Well, I think he'll be telling him that he has to clean up his act democratically within the country. And it's very important that Joe Biden is going to talk to the opposition politicians in Georgia. And I think the message will be, if you want to be recognized by the West as a respectable country, you've got to do something about your internal democracy, and particularly freedom of the press. According to Reporters Without Borders, which analyzes these things, Georgia's really dropped right down to the bottom of the league tables because of the complete monopoly control of television, the closing down of newspapers and so on, and the pressure on journalists to conform to the Saakashvili line. So I think the Biden message will be, it's all about internal politics, and don't get so excited about your external arrangements.
Okay, Jonathan Steele, a columnist from the Guardian newspaper in London. Thank you for